What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Octavia.Darling. If you're new here, I create content related to my locks, lifestyle, health, and fitness journeys. So before we hop into this video, go ahead and give your girl a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so that you can join this community of like-minded women. All right, y'all, so we're going to get into different tips on how you can maintain your locks. I wanted to talk about this topic because with me being a little over 3.5 years locked, I usually get questions regarding like, how did your locks grow so long? How did your locks look so healthy? How have you maintained your locks this well within a short period of time? So I'm just going to share some of the things that I do on a regular and some tips that I feel may help you as well and guide you along your lock journey. All right, so the first tip that I want to get into is making sure that you choose products that do not leave any build up. I can't stress this enough, mainly because with you having locks, it's easy for products to get built up within your hair. And coming from someone who experiences product buildup from time to time, even to this day, I really advise you to make sure you use the right kind of products for your hair texture and for the size of your locks. Me, I normally get buildup at the end of my locks, and I really think it's because sometimes, like when I take a shower or something, if my hair is not pulled all the way up and it brushes against whatever soap I'm using, like on my back, then sometimes I forget to like rinse it out the ends of my hair, and then eventually there's product buildup. I never really experienced buildup at the roots or, you know, like when I do retwists or anything like that. I just mainly get it at the ends. So I highly advise that you look into those kind of products that you're using and make sure that it's not creating any buildup over time, because it could be a cause to breakage. So you don't want to get to that point. A second tip that I would like to give is making sure that your locks stay hydrated as much as possible. Hydration is a combination of things, right? It's not just water. It's not just rose water. It's not just, you know, whatever else you choose to put in your hair to keep your hair hydrated. It's a mixture of things. When I was a loose natural, one of the main things I used to always do is the LOC method. And if you're a loose natural girly or you've been a loose natural before, you know that the LOC method stands for liquid, oil, and conditioner. I wouldn't say that's the same thing if you have locks, because not a lot of people use conditioner when they have locks. Some do, some do not. So I'm not here recommending that you use conditioner. I'm just saying that keeping your hair hydrated is a mixture of things. So in my case, I usually use the Localicious Rose Water Hydration Mist. I use regular water, and I make sure that I seal in the moisture with a nice oil. So the oil that I commonly use is the Localicious Growth Oil. I've been using that for, I want to say, a little over a year now, if I'm not mistaken. And sometimes I'll switch it up, and on my scalp lately I've been using Jamaican black castor oil mixed with the wild growth oil. But I know I have a video with my moisturization routine, so I'll make sure that I link that down below in case you want to see the steps. But those are the main products that I use to keep my locks moisturized. Now, as far as how long and how often you should moisturize your locks, that is completely up to you. Me, I like to keep my locks moisturized, and I do it at least once or twice a week. I work out quite often, so my hair gets dirty quite often, which means I usually am washing my hair at least 1 to 2 times a month. And so in between those washes, I like to make sure that I'm keeping my hair hydrated by using the Localicious Rose Water Mist and then sealing in the moisture with the oil. Let me actually get those 2 products so y'all can see what they look like. Okay, so this is the Rose Water Mist, Hydration Mist. I have this linked in my Amazon storefront, so if you're interested in purchasing this product, you can just purchase from there. These products are amazing. The rose water, I definitely stand by it. I have been using this for so long. I'm telling you guys, I absolutely love it. It's not just rose water, but it's also different kind of essential oils that's mixed with it. It also has aloe vera. It has vitamin E oil. It has horsetail extract. It has glycerin, vegetable glycerin in it, jojoba oil, organic castor oil, and an all-natural fragrance oil blend. Smells amazing. Like I said, very lightweight, and it gets the job done. The Locklicious Growth Oil is awesome. I feel like it has helped my locks to grow over time, and I normally put this on my scalp as well and then like kind of squeeze it within my locks. But this oil has a mixture of black seed oil, sweet almond oil, castor oil, cedarwood oil, amla oil, bergamot oil, hemp seed, and so many others. Smells amazing. Just make sure you have your own routine when it comes to hydration and moisturization with your locks, and try to maintain it because your hair gets used to the kind of routines that you put it in. Tip number 4, I would say tip number 4 is to keep your hair wrapped as much as possible. And by wrapped, I'm saying covered. Keep a head wrap on, or keep your hair, you know, like keep a scarf on your head or something like that, so that it's not always overexposed to energies, if you know what I mean. Because, you know, our hair carries a lot of energy, and you want to make sure you protect your crown. This is actually a very rare sighting that you guys see my hair in a little, you know, little lock style right now, because normally my hair is, I have my scarf on my head. I'm just being honest with y'all. Like, as soon as I get in the house, the scarf goes on. It's just a thing that I normally do. And then I take it off when I'm about to leave the house, or I'll put another head wrap on or something like that. But I try to keep my locks covered and protected as much as possible, just to not overexpose them, you know what I mean? You'll know when you need to protect your crown more often, and I just feel like you should do that. That way you keep your hands out of your head a lot. You're protecting your head from other energies, and so on. And then lastly, tip number 5, I would recommend that you try to refrain from doing too many high tension lock styles. Hopefully this doesn't ruffle little feathers. Doing lock styles is perfectly fine, but doing them too frequently is not always the best idea. And that's mainly because a lot of lock styles requires your locks to be twisted or pulled, or, you know, positioned in certain type of ways. There's certain lock styles that I wouldn't recommend doing all the time, and especially those that requires rubber bands, hairpins, ponytails, and all that. I just wouldn't do it all the time. You just don't want to create too much tension on your locks. You want to remember that, you know, the more tension you create is a possibility that your locks could eventually get weak, and it may pop off or fall out, or, you know, anything could happen. So I would recommend to kind of stretch your lock styles out. Also, that does depend on your hair texture and the size of your locks. For me, when I do lock styles, I'll maybe do one lock style a month. By lock style, I'm talking about a real, like, you know, style, not nothing like this, but like a real deal style, barrel twist or something like that. I try to keep it limited to at least once a month, or on special occasions. So throughout my journey, I have learned that the less lock styles, the better for me, and the healthier my locks are, you know, with the combination of the other tips that I have already given you. It's all about knowing what works best for you, and I'm just sharing what works best for me and what has been working so far. So if you can refrain from doing lock styles so frequently, then kudos. If you cannot, then that's your preference, okay? That is all that I have for this video. I just wanted to share some helpful tips. If you have any helpful tips, comment them down below. Let's get a conversation going, because I'm very interested in seeing what works for others. But as always, thank you so much for watching my videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Make sure that you're following me on all social media platforms. You can simply find me by searching Octavia.Darling. I'm sure that I will pop up. Oh, and a friendly reminder, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway to special someone, and more information will be given as we get closer to reaching that goal. So make sure that you're subscribing if you're watching my videos. Make sure that you're sharing the videos and commenting because I really like engaging with y'all. So I will see you guys in the next video. And also, happy October. Where's all my Libras and my Scorpios? I'm a Scorpio. Comment your birthdays down below, okay? It's finally our month. I love October. I love fall. That's another story for another day. But yes, I will see y'all in the next video, and I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Bye.